Well, right now at 6, just days before playing in a state championship, a West Haven high school football player suddenly died. We're going to hear more about the heartbreak from those closest to him.
And better late than never, in the wake of the Bridgeport ballot scandal, accountability seems to be taking center stage. What Mayor Joe Ganim is saying about the issue.
Also, it turns out MSG is healthy for Huskies. We'll tell you who was the big star for the UConn men last night at Madison Square Garden.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. Thank you for choosing the Fox 61 News at 6 o'clock. I'm Tim Lammers.
And I'm Erica Arias. Thanks so much for starting off your day here. We've got a lot going on. We're checking with meteorologist Rachel Biscatelli this morning. Chilly out there for sure.
Oh yeah, we're reaching for that extra layer before you head out the door this morning. It is certainly a chilly one out there. We are looking at temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Right now in the capital city, it's 30 degrees. But our winds are calm, but in spots they have picked up a bit, and that's making things feel cooler than these numbers out there this morning. 27 right now in Torrington, but you want to dress for the lower 20s there. 29 degrees in Willimantic. Currently it's 28 in Chester. Seems to be the warm spot from New Haven to Bridgeport at 35 degrees, but still cold too. So our numbers are trending colder than this time yesterday, anywhere from 2 to about 9 degrees colder, and that is going to be the trend for today. We are looking at temperatures that are going to be below average into the upper 30s to near 40 degrees with mostly cloudy skies, and there could be a stray flurry this afternoon too. 35 the high temperature today in Litchfield, 38 in Bristol, 39 degrees in Hartford, and about 40 degrees in Niantic, 36 in Pomfret. Tonight it gets significantly cooler. Teens and 20s to start the day tomorrow. We'll have those details, plus we'll talk about the warm-up that's on the way coming up in just about 15 minutes. Symphony, a warm-up on the way. Who's looking forward to that?
Music to my ears.
Mine too.
Thank you, Rachel. Let's check out how the morning commute is shaping up so far in the 6 o'clock hour. No crashes to tell you about. However, we are seeing some of these construction zones start to wrap up in the 6 o'clock hour. Let's take a live look in downtown Hartford. Traffic volume starting to pick up out there, but things are still moving pretty smoothly on 84. Through downtown Hartford, no delays reported on 91 or Route 2. Down in New Haven, minor slowdown reported on 95 South heading down to Bridgeport. Traffic moving at 45 miles per hour down there, and you'll get to Bridgeport in just under 30 minutes. We'll have another update for you coming up at 6:30.
Right now, a lot of people in West Haven are grieving after they learned about the sudden death of a high school football player.
Yeah, Christopher Fidalgo Pugh died Monday, 5 days before the team plays for a state title. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is live at the school now with reaction. Brooke, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. We got the chance to speak to some of those parents and students last night, and it was pretty emotional. There's just a lot of emotion in general surrounding the death of this student. Now, we don't know exactly what caused his death. Those are details that we're still waiting to find out, but we do know that the West Haven High School principal notified students and parents of the death via email officially yesterday. He said in a statement that Fidalgo Pugh was not only an integral part of our school's athletic community, but also a bright and cherished member of our student body. The loss of such a young life is profoundly felt by us all. The student was a sophomore at West Haven High School. He also played on the varsity football team as an offensive lineman. The team is scheduled to play in the Class L Championship on Saturday. That's against Staples High School. We're told teammates will honor Fidalgo Pugh during that game, but we don't actually know the details of that yet. They've not been announced. Their opponent, Staples, posted on social media that their hearts go out to his family and friends. One of his football coaches also released a statement saying that the student was one of the kindest and hardest working young men I have ever had the pleasure of being around. We will miss Chris's intensity on the practice field and smile in the hallways immensely. Watch over us, Big 70. So as you can see, just a lot of emotion surrounding this student's passing. We are working on finding out more information, also hoping to speak with more students that maybe knew him. But as for those this week that are grieving, there are counselors available here at the school on campus. They say anybody that needs those services is, of course, welcome to go visit those grief counselors. Live in West Haven, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Brooke, thanks so much there. 6:04 now. The Inspector General's office has released body camera video from the shooting that killed a West Haven man and hurt a police officer. We do want to warn you, video here, it may be difficult for some people to watch. Police shot and killed 33-year-old Joanne Washington last week after Washington shot Officer Cody Bacon. Now, in the video, Bacon tells Washington that he's being arrested. He gives Washington a chance to put on some pants. Washington pretends to go to the closet and then turns and reaches under his mattress for a gun. And then you see this. The Inspector General is still reviewing the incident. Authorities in New York say a crash that took the lives of 5 kids from Derby back in March was an accident. Police say the 16-year-old driver fell asleep behind the wheel from driving 5 relatives from their home to New Jersey. The driver did not have a license or a learner's permit.
Bloomfield police have released pictures of a car that they're looking for as they're searching for a killer. They said the person who shot and killed Timothy Ross used this Hyundai Tucson to get away. Police said it might be a 2014 or a 2015 model, and they said it had South Carolina plates on it at one time, but recent video showed it with no plates at all. Ross died after being shot repeatedly Monday morning at the intersection of Bloomfield Avenue and Cottage Grove Road. Waterbury police said they arrested a man who was responsible for a fire at an abandoned park. We first reported on this fire at Holy Land USA back in April. Well, police have charged Deterrence Smith. They said Smith was using a fire pit when there was a red flag warning. We have new developments this morning in the Bridgeport ballot scandal that threw the city's general election into chaos.
Yeah, Bridgeport Mayor Joe Ganim is taking accountability for the actions of his staff members. Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro is joining us now here in the studio with the latest. Angelo.
Erica, Tim, good morning. In the big headline this morning, Mayor Joe Ganim now says he does believe his supporters broke the law while handling absentee ballots. He says he's embarrassed and sorry for what happened, but he also says he had no knowledge of what was going on. A new primary election that was ordered by a judge last month after this surveillance video was released. That appears to show Ganim supporters stuffing what looks like multiple absentee ballots into an outdoor collection box. Now, during that press conference yesterday, Ganim said he does not plan to appeal the judge's ruling to throw out the primary results. Ganim also pointing the finger at his opponent, John Gomes, calling on him to take accountability for what he claims are similar violations that happened among Gomes supporters.
Today, Gomes has been completely, I'll use the term, disingenuous by sending out videos of people putting ballots in boxes from my campaign while leaving out, ignoring, or even denying the damning videos of people that work for his campaign doing the exact same thing.
Accusation they have been made, why they did not call my supporters to the stand like we called theirs and put this case in front of the people.
That new primary is scheduled for January 23rd. Then if a new general election is needed, that would be held in February. Ganim also calling on the state to do more to curb potential absentee ballot abuse. The Secretary of the State's office responding with a pointed message. We'll break that down coming up in the next hour. Tim, Erica, I will send things back to you.
Angelo, thank you. We appreciate it.
The 18-year-old accused of killing a Hartford police detective is scheduled to appear in court today.
Richard Barrington is facing manslaughter and assault charges. Police said he sped away from a traffic stop and in the process slammed into a police cruiser, killing Detective Robert Garton and hurting Officer Brian Kearney. This was in September. According to his arrest warrant, Barrington admitted to buying a fake license plate from a friend and also admitted to having marijuana and a scale in his car. Michelle Troconis is scheduled to attend a remote hearing ahead of her trial next month. She's been charged with conspiracy to commit murder and other crimes in the disappearance of New Canaan mother Jennifer Dulos. Now, Troconis was dating Dulos' estranged husband Fotis back in 2019 at the time that Jennifer was last seen. Troconis has pleaded not guilty to those charges.